So here's a better example of why I'm changing it. We're working on the 07 Accord. We have a bad upper control arm. This bushing went bad, so I'm just going to change the whole thing out. So these inner bolts are 14s, and we're just gonna start taking off these lines. These lines are 10. This is a 17. To take off this sensor, this is the ABS sensor. It's a 10 right here. Just take that off. Because we're gonna take the whole arm out. Doesn't matter if it breaks, you're replacing the arm anyway. We're moving to inside. This is a 7, this is a 14. So righty tighty, lefty loosey. So here's a better example of why I'm changing it. It's still stuck in place. I just took the screw off, but you can see all this movement. It's not supposed to be happening. And just imagine this is without any load. So when you're driving, it's a lot worse. So I'm sure everybody knows about this ball joint popper tool. Just basically sliding in. This is if you didn't want to damage the bushing, but it just makes it easier to get everything out. So basically, when you squeeze it, it'll just apply pressure and pop this control arm up. And you can hear the noise from this bushing, this ball joint. So now we got that out, we're gonna move in to take these out. These are 14s, I believe. Okay, I have coilover-ish setup, so it's a little easier for me to get this bolt out. But with OEM shock, it is a bit of a pain, but it's the same process. Okay, it's not the easiest way to get it, but play around with it, it'll work out, because you have to slide the bolt over the coils. If you don't want to take out the shock, that is, which I don't. So that's basically the bolt. Just gonna keep playing with it till you get it out. Normally I'll just get like a little pry bar and just pry it down. So these I could just slide it out. Then I just reverse. So got one out. Then we could just slide this one on an angle and just slide it out. Cause we're gonna put some anti-seize on these bolts. So take it. Yes, this one definitely went bad. It's moving without any effort at all. So, just gonna compare to make sure they're more or less the right thing. See, this one doesn't move at all. This one is just no effort. So just gotta slide them back in. And then just, like I said, anti-seize the bolts. As you can see, you can sneak it in. By no means is it's super easy, but you can get it in. Just gotta play around with it a little bit. So that side is in. Just gotta slide this one in. This is where I said the pry bar comes in, so I'm gonna have to pry this thing inside so you could pass this coil right there. Well, now see, you just gotta tighten them up by hand. Make sure they're going in straight. where the ratchet wrench comes in handy. So I just snug those up. Now just time to tighten up the bottom, and then I'll just tighten everything up. So everything's tightened. This is tightened, that's tightened. 2 control arms. Now I just gotta throw the arm, just throw the wheels on, and I'm good to go.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.